about hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back in every breath. Plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blaze it in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I've been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas mad and breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas begging that's off. Better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dumb dogs all boxed out. Behind me say I come full. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous. They real, they down with something. Flow so deep, you drown a motherfucker. He said he in the truth, oh yeah, bro, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head, and I ain't leaving this spot until live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute it. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they bad and pop from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 habit. The tail never ceases. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was spilling. The lies are sweet, trying everything. I guess me and your honor had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach all my little girls the day to day. Lie with a man, they better bring in blooded bed sheets. Chaos match the time. This clock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 and then black trench on some hitman shit. She call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous grave. Going to the grave. I walk this straight lane to break the chain. Going to the grave. You never say hey. I'm going to the grave. Bring the house. But you can say going to the grave. Until the righteous grave. Going to the grave. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Going to the grave. You never say hey. I'm going to the grave. Bring the house. But you can say going to the grave.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Barakathum, to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Ilathah Bahashem, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. This is a California ISUBK Lashawan Qadash class. Lashawan stands for Holy Tongue. This tongue is biblical. This tongue came from the Lord Himself. This tongue was passed down to our forefathers, our foremothers, and it was stripped of our forefathers and our foremothers. ISUBK is here to bring back this tongue to our people. The Lord said that He would give back to us a holy tongue. I'm paraphrasing, but that tongue He was speaking about was the Lashawan Qadash. And what we do every week, we teach about the history of our people. We have classes from Tuesday to Saturday. Our Tuesday to Friday classes from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Our Sabbath service, which is on Saturday, it begins at 11:30 till 12:30 p.m. Right now, what I'm going to go ahead and go into is the ancient. We're going to go into the ancient, and then I'll go into the Assyrian. And I'll go ahead and go along and explain it to you. If you have a pen and pencil, you have a pen and paper, you can follow along if you want to educate and get edified by this. If you do want a chart, go ahead and put it in the comment board, and I can also send you a chart so you can follow along. You can take it home. You know, the Lord says, study and show thyself approved. So you can go home and study it and get sharp on your Lashawan Qadash, because nothing better to do is learn your heritage, which was stripped from you. So this is what we're doing. We're getting back to our heritage and what we have to do, following the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord ordained us to. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and have the trooper come up here. He's going to start writing out the alphabets, and then we'll go from there. But today I'm going to be working on the vocabulary. So if you got any questions about any names or so what, go ahead and put it in the comment board. But Babakashah, that means please, if you could, go ahead and like and share the class, because what we do want to do is want to edify Israel and get all our people on board on who they are, what heritage they follow, what language did they speak before they learned the Spanish language, the English language, and all these other languages that we have from our oppressor. Yeah, we actually had a history before that. I get into debates all the time. The so-called white man himself tries to call us the African, and Africa's a continent. It's not a country; it's a continent with many countries in it, and each one of those countries have many languages. But which one did we have? The black man, Hispanic man. Which language did we have before that? That's the question we should be asking. Well, how come an African ain't came back and said, hey, come home. We need you back home. Y'all the best dancers. And they don't do what we do. And it was a heavy point. Some brother brought this to my attention. It was the craziest thing. I don't know if I was watching it on a video or how come, if we were Africans, how come Africans don't have afros in Africa? How come we have afros over here in America? And it's afros. Afro like Africa. And Africans don't rock afros. They rock bald heads. Even their women rock bald heads. That's right. So that should be a question that we should really be thinking about when we try to compare ourselves to them. You don't see them now you see they women trying to rock weaves and stuff like that, but before you see them rocking their stuff, they got bows in their lips. How come none of us felt like putting bowls in our lips out here? If we so African in touch with them people. That's why we got to educate ourselves. This is why you got to get, you follow along with the school, this is why you got to get in class. Learn this Lashawan Qadash, that holy tongue that the Lord gave to you and your people, passed down from Jacob. Learn that language. It's your language, show people. Why not? Yeah, what the brother's doing right now, writing on the board, he is writing in the ancient. The ancient. This was the Lashawan. If you look up the cobblestone, which I bring out almost every week, Salakia, go look up the cobblestone. It was a stone found with the Native Americans. And the stone had the Lashawan, it was written in ancient. See, so when people try to talk about, the Native Americans, it wasn't a part of the tribe, the Native Americans were writing in this language. They were writing in the Lashawan as well, the Hebrew, the holy tongue. So don't try to count people out. You start following your law, statutes, and commandments, you start going and getting in class and start learning the Lashawan. You start speaking the Lashawan. Yeah, your brother Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat. Or yeah, your sister Yahweh Shemar Elatah Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And saluting your people, man. And you start knowing what you're saying. But that's just coming into class, man, and learning how to be righteous, being a good brother with your sisters and your brothers. Learning your heritage. Knowing what the heck you said when you say it. I remember when I first came into the class, I was like, whoa, that salute is dope. In the world, I probably would have been like, what? Right. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know anything because I was coming out the world. But when I started learning what I was saying, I was like, man, this is dope. My family thought I was crazy. They started seeing, look at him. This brother, look how he changed. He ain't doing drugs. He's not chasing females. He's over here teaching his kids the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You want to live righteous. what the Isupk does, man, it takes you away from that. The world, the devil was showing you how to live, man, and it gives you what it shows you how the Lord wants you to live by following these law, statutes, and commandments. It's about the law, statutes, and commandments. A lot of Christian churches don't teach you that. They don't teach you much about this. They don't have a holy tongue class. They tell you speaking in that cock-a-doodle-doo stuff they talk is a holy tongue. I remember I was beating myself up like, I can't. Somebody said, you had a Holy Ghost? I'm like, what is the Holy Ghost? And they were like, oh, I seen a lady jump up and she started talking, saying, I don't know what she was saying, man. It kind of scared me at first. She was like, I'm like, what is she saying? Turned out, now that I got grown, she wasn't saying nothing. The holy tongue that the Lord is speaking about is the Lashawan Qadash. Now I'm going to sound out the alphabets for you. This is the alphabets. Remember in the Lashawan Qadash, there's a difference between the Lashawan Qadash writing and the English writing. The English writing is from left to right. The Lashawan Qadash is writing from right to left. So the total different writing. The alphabet kind of looks similar because it's a white man, of course, was an imitator. He's the greatest imitator. So you can see that, or you can see some words that kind of look similar, and they have the kind of, some of them have the same sound, like the K looks like a C, and it kind of gives up a K, but it's spelled out with a K. That's how I would, but the sound is similar. So, there's a little imitation to that. But in no shape or form is it anything alike the Lashawan. The Lashawan resonates to the spirit of the 12 tribes. When you're out there throwing up them prayers, you feel them. You know what I'm saying? Abanaw or Shabbat Shalom, when you playing to the east, man, you can feel it in your spirit. It's like you feel it. So that's why it's good to get in tune with it and really learn your heritage. But I'm going to go ahead and go into the sounds. It's A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka. This is a Ka. There's a Ka sound, but this is a Ka. This is a Ka. You see how the CH is a Ka. Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Da. Those are the sounds of the Lashawan. Those are the sounds you're going to hear. And there's a lot of things that people don't understand in that. That's where you don't see in the Lashawan, there's no you. So you hear that people say Yeshua and all those things because they're uneducated. You tell them same people, they want to get in a battle, they ask them where they got it from, and you know what you tell them? Just get in class. Come learn the Lashawan. I teach it every Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Go ahead and jump in this class so you can be edified, man. We're going to learn this together. We build each other up. This is what the brotherhood is about. It's about building. So you can get edified, and go home and teach your children, your children's children, till the kingdom come. And we will be speaking this language again once we're in the kingdom. I'm going to go back through the sounds again. This is A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Da. And that's how you would write it out, and that is the sounds of the Lashawan. If you need a chart, you don't have a chart in front of you, you want to learn how to write it at home, just go ahead and put it in the comment board, and I'll try to send you one via messenger. If you put it on YouTube, I'll try to send it to you. You have to put your email in so I can email it to you. It makes it a lot easier. Just give me a second, and I'll help you out with that. But it's not a problem. You can be at home writing it down, and you can be studying, especially these new up-and-coming officers. You want to learn the Lashawan. You want to be able to get it down so when your time comes up that you already kind of seasoned into it, and that part is going to be no sweat. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to teach this later on to when you get classes, and you putting your break in. I'm going to go back through the sounds again. It's A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Da. And that is the sounds again. Like I said, I'm going to give you a second if you guys are writing and following along. Most High in Christ. The one to the people that are viewing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get edified. Give it another second, and I'm going to go ahead and take it down, and then we're going to go ahead and write it back out in the Assyrian. This is A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Da. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. And then we're going to go into the Assyrian. The Assyrian version of the Lashawan is kind of like the bastardized version. You hear the so-called fake Jewish man, who is not a Jew, but is the synagogue of Satan. That's right. Which is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. You can find that. They tried to write and simulate the same thing that we did, and it's in Assyrian. So it's a bastardized language. But here in the Isupk, we study both, just in case, because we are undefeated when it comes to, if you want to debate or you want to go into the language, we are undefeated. So we study and show ourselves approved on the Assyrian as well. So when that comes up, but we, as the Isupk, we choose to write in the ancient because the ancient is from our forefathers. So I'm gonna have the trooper Karab Mashah come up, who's heavy, man. This brother been standing with me in the Lashawan Qadash since I've been in doing this class, and hopefully when he gets his officer test, he's gonna be my second. You know what I'm saying? Because the brother's doing a great job. So I'm gonna have him come up and write the Assyrian. Yeah, and in Salakia, and in the Assyrian has a double character on a couple of the alphabets. It has a beginning character and an end character. I'll get into that a little later on while I'm writing out the vocabulary and show you how that works, so you get a little more understanding of the Assyrian, how it is written. And if you also need a chart, like I said, it's not a problem to get you the chart. Got all precepts in this thing, man. Never worked. Okay. Acts 26 and 14. I'll give you scripture. I'll give you the scripture that paraphrases goes into about the Lashawan. It's Acts chapter 26, verse 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speak unto me, saying in the Hebrew tongue. That voice that he heard was speaking in the Lashawan. So understand, even the angel spoke in the Lashawan. The Lashawan is heavy. It's our culture. You know, resonates to our spirit. I'll give you another one. If you guys want some precepts on the Lashawan, you wouldn't get an understanding. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. I'll answer that for you. Verse 35. If you can, please like and share the class. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may call upon the name of the Lord. That pure language is the Lashawan Qadash. That's the pure language that the Lord was going to turn to us. And as you see, the Lord is turning that pure language to us now. In the Isupk, we are learning the Lashawan. And understand, knowing your heritage, knowing the language that your forefathers spoke is a beautiful thing. It's very righteous. You've learned so much from your oppressor. You think that you're better when your oppressor gives you a certificate. But when the Lord gives you something, you don't even know how to take it. You want to fall off. So it's important that you do this. You stay diligent in this truth, in your heritage, learning who your people are, learning how to love your people. But yeah, he's writing in the Assyrian, and what he's writing out right now, those are those double characters I was speaking about a second ago. There's a couple of in the Assyrian, but I'll show you better on how it's used in a word, how it's used in the beginning and at the end of a word. Where you at? The pie?
Looks like
Pie.
nothing.
Wow. Sometimes that rod and that dog kind of look similar. See it?
Oh, yeah.
The dye has like a end of it, like so it hangs over.
Yeah, come on. I did it right, though.
Yeah, right. Water. Well, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sound it out for you. This is in the.
Got the right thing.
Get there. Oh yeah, you sure did. Backwards. See, you went a little too far up. The quads were the quads was Cezanne was. That's a quad right there.
Right here?
No, this is a quad.
Oh.
That's around.
That's what I see.
Okay, this is the Assyrian right here. This is how you would write in the Assyrian. The Assyrian has double characters as a beginning character and ending character. This is used in the beginning. This character itself at the top that I'm arrowing to, this is used in the beginning or the middle of a word. This character is used at the end of a word. If the ka is used at the end of the word, this is what you would write. I'll show you more in detail when we do the vocabulary, but I'm just kind of giving you a brief understanding of what these are right here. This is one word, but this is the sound that would be. This would be used in the beginning. How it's written, it would be used at the beginning or the middle of a sentence, or this pattern itself would be used at the end. But like I said, I'll get into more brief detail when we start writing out in the vocabulary. But I'll go back into the sounds for you. If you are writing along, following the class, this is a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, qua, ra, sha, da. And this is how it is written in the Assyrian. And the Assyrian has double characters, and it's written from right to left as well. Anytime you write in the Lashawan, it is written from right to left. I know that the English bastardized language was written from left to right, but there's a total difference in the way that we write, the way we see things. As the 12 tribes of Israel, we are getting back to this. So this is how we write, from right to left. I'm going to go ahead and sound it out again for you. This is a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, qua, ra, sha, da. Give you a second if you guys are writing it out. Nothing wrong with that. Getting yourself polished up. You know, you want to write it out frequently. You know, take time out, even if you do it 2 or 3 times a week. Go ahead and just write it down so you can keep yourself polished in it. It only takes a couple seconds, maybe a minute or 2, to go ahead and write it out, and it'll start coming back to you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like how you learned when you were a little kid in elementary and you were writing your ABCs out. Same thing. It's this time, but you're teaching yourself you're holy. You're teaching yourself your heritage. That's the coolest thing. You know what I'm saying? Teaching yourself what your people spoke before.
That's right.
So there's nothing wrong with going ahead and writing it out and getting yourself polished on your language, man. Because when the Lord comes back and the Lord sees you fit as a brother or a good sister, this is what you're gonna be writing in the kingdom anyway. So you know you might as well get your foot forward. Plus, you know, it says the kingdom come that will be done here on earth as in heaven. We're gonna build this kingdom, and we are gonna want our children to know what this is, because we're gonna obliviate the whole English language, the Spanish language, all these languages of our oppressor, and we're going back to a pure language, like it says in Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9. You know what I'm saying? This pure language is the Lashawan Qadash. So I'm going to the sound one time, then I'm going to erase it, and then we're going to go into the vocabulary. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, qua, ra, sha, da. Like I said, this is how it's written in the Assyrian. You know what I'm saying? But in the when we write out the vocabulary, we write in the ancient and as well as the Assyrian. So you can follow along, and I can break it down and give you a little more understanding. When you see it written, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it, we're going to keep getting it till you get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and erase that, and then we're going to go into the vocabulary. Like I said, if you need a chart, you want to follow along from home, if you're on Facebook, I can send one to you via Messenger. And if you're on YouTube, put it in the chart as well. And the comment board, leave your email, and I can send it to you. We want our people woken up to know what their holy language was, the Lashawan Qadash. So you can start studying at home, teaching your children it. Okay, I'm going into the vocabulary now. This is the sound I. And the word for I is an, anya. Anya is I. It's a noun. Of course, this is a noun as well. The I is. The next word is ice. The word for ice in the Lashawan is galayad. Galayad is ice in the Lashawan. So you say galayad. That's what you would say, ice. The next word is icon. The word for icon in the Lashawan is aya, qua, wan, yan. That's a long one. Aqua wan yan is icon. Aya qua wan yan. Aya qua wan yan is how you would say icon in the Lashawan. And I'm going to have the trooper come up. He's going to write it out for you in the ancient as well as the Assyrian. The water. Yeah, he's writing out the vocabulary and the Lashawan. The ancient and the Assyrian. That was a long one, huh?
Got it.
You did. Almost there. And it's Syrian hit a little different, don't it? That's all right. That's why being in the class, being in tune with these classes, kind of helps you out. Because if you do it all the time, practice makes perfect. Oh, no sweat. Check you out. The first word is I, which is a noun, like saying, you know, you, a person. Is the word for I is anya. Anya is how you would say I. And this is, and okay. When you see these characters that he's writing under the Assyrian, this right here, this one that kind of looks like a sad face, don't let me say it, just is weird coming like that. That makes the sound singular. That makes the sound singular. When you see that, that's when the sound, you see all these dots right here, like, I can show you another one. It makes it, like the ya, it makes it singular. That sound is its own sound. When you see it like this, when they're put together, it makes it plural. It puts the sound together. The ah and the ya together. I mean, oh, okay. I mean the ah and the na together. The ah and the na makes an. That's what that puts these sounds together like that. The ah and the na. So it makes that. When you see it like that under two words, these link together. So it makes it plural. So you sound it out, you sound the sound out together. If you see it like this, you sound that out singular. So that's the ya. So let's put that the plur. The plural, that's how you make the sound plural. You put it together. This puts the ah and the na together, which makes an ya. And for the Assyrian, this is the ah and this is the na. If you look at the na, this is the first character of the na. Because it's not at the end, you would still use the first character because it's used at the beginning and the middle of a sentence. You will never see this at the end of a sentence. If you have the chart in front of you, you will see it's a double character on the na. And the na, and this is the first character. This is when you would use that first character. And this is the ah, this is the na, and this is the ya, which makes anya. Let me know if you don't have a chart. I can send you a chart so it makes it a lot more convenient for you to follow along. The next word is ice. The word for ice in the Lashawan is galayad. Galayad is how you would say ice. I'll go through the sounds. If you see how this is the sound right here, the ga, the la, the ya, and the da. But when you see them together, you see that sound together, that makes it plural, but this is only in the English. But when you see it in the Lashawan, you'll see you see this is a singular sound, this is a singular sound, this is a plural sound. So and remember, the Lashawan is written from right to left, and the English is written from left to right. I'm only sounding it out for you because you can understand the English, and then I'm writing it in the Lashawan. So when you see this right here, you're looking at this, the ga. When you see this right here, you're looking at the la. When you see the ya, if you have the chart in front of you, you see the ya right here, and then you see the da. But they're put together, which makes ya. Because the last sound is silent on the word when you're writing it out. When you're writing out the yod, and then you see the da on the end, that A is silent. It's not there. That's only when you're writing it out. But if I was writing this out in the beginning, let's say like da, something, you will hear the da. But since you see this plural together, it makes it silent. So instead of the word being yada, it will be yad. So you have the ga, and you have the la, which are singulars. You see the singular, like I said, those are singulars, and that's a plural, which puts the ya and the da together, which makes ya. So that's ya. And this is in the Assyrian. In the Assyrian, this is the ga, this is the la, this is the ya, and that's the da, which makes galayad. That's how you would say ice that's how you would say ice in the Lashawan. And you would write it out in the ancient, and this is how you would write it in the Assyrian. The next word is icon. The word for icon is ayakwawanyan. Ayakwawanyan is how you would say icon. Ayakwawanyan. You see all these singular, 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 plural, that's together, plural. Because you see, this is the ah, this is the ya, this is the kwa, this is the wa, this is the na, which makes one. This is the ya and the na, which makes yun. And that's how you would write ayakwa one yun. Ayakwa one yun. And that's in the ancient, this is the Assyrian. This is the ah, this is the ya, this is the kwa, this is the kwa, this is the wa, this is the wa, this is the one, and this is this is the na, salakia. This is the wa, and this is the na. And this is the first character of the na. You see that first character? This is how you would write that. This is the example I was giving right here. This is the wa, and this is the na. This is this character right here. This is the y, and this is the na. But instead, because it's put together and it's made plural, it's just one. So this is one. We see this na right here at the end. This is in the middle. Use the first character. If you have that chart in front of you, this is the first character. Then it goes to the ya. And look at the na on the end. This is the end character of the na. This is the same na, the same na, but used at different points. There's a beginning in the middle, and there's an ending na. This is when you would use this na, that ending na. You would use it right here at the end. That second na that you see on that chart, that's when you would use it. If you have any difficulties understanding, I'll go into a little bit more. But the word for I is anya. This is how anya is written in the ancient. This is how anya is written in the Assyrian. The word for ice in the Lashawan Qadash in the Lashawan is galayad. This is how you would write galayad in the ancient. This is how you would write galayad in the Assyrian. The word for icon is ayakwawanyan. You would say ayakwawanyan for the word icon in the Lashawan. And this is how you would write ayakwawanyan in the ancient. This is how you would write ayakwawanyan in the Assyrian. What's your that? Yeah, because I said I'm gonna put that back up just so you guys can follow along. All those characters are ready. The next word is identify. The word for identify is the ma. 12. The word for identify is the ma. The next word is idol. The word for idol is batal. The next word is if. The word for if is am. Am is if in the Lashawan. Come up here and write it out for me, Bobasha. You guys got any names, questions that you want to know? Go ahead and put it out there. Try to say, well, I gotta say that because it kind of gets confusing, but yeah, also it doesn't connect. Yeah, there you go. You know what it looks like? It looks similar to the thigh sometimes.
It's connected. No.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna bring my kids to there. Oh, yeah, can I go? Ain't nobody gonna be there. She's looking for
The lies.
child. Child. The enigma. Enigma. So it's Chinese, the enigma. Really?
Hey, is that good?
The word identified in the Lashawan is the ma.
So like, I put the knot instead of the knot.
On the yeah. Oh yeah, you sure did. There it is. Ah. The word for identify is the ma. This is how you would write the ma. This is the da, which makes it, this sound makes it singular, and this is the ma and the ha put together, which makes ma. And you see, this is it makes it plural, puts the sounds together. So this is the da, and that's the ma, and the ha makes it ma. And that's the ma. This is the ma right here as well in the Assyrian. This is the da. This is the first character of the ma. The ma has a double character. If you have the chart in front, you can see it. And this is the beginning character. And this is the ha. And the sound becomes the ma. The next word is idol. The word for idol in the Lashawan is batal. The word, this is the ba, makes it singular. This is the ta and the la, which they're plural together. As you can see, this is the plural, this is the singular. This is the singular sound, this is the plural, which puts the sounds together. This is the ba, as you can see right here, and this is the ta and the la, which gives you ta. This is the ta and the la, this is ta. Batal. That's idol in the Lashawan. The next word is if. The word for if is am. This is the ah, and this is the ma, which you would put together like this, would makes it plural. So you get the ah and the ma, which makes am. The next, this is in the Assyrian. This is the ah, and this is the ma. This is the ending character of the ma. If you see the ma on your chart, this is the ending character. There's two characters on the ma. This is the ending character of the ma. And this is when you would use it at the end. The word is identify. The word for identify in the Lashawan is the ma. This is how you would spell the ma in the ancient. This is how you would spell the ma in the Assyrian. The da, the ma, and the ha. You have the chart in front of you, makes it easier. This is the first character of the ma. There's a double character. Remember, there's a double character. The next word is idol. The word for idol is batal. This is how you would write batal in the ancient. This is how you would write batal in the Assyrian. The next word is if. The word for if is am. This is how you would write am in the ancient. This is how you would write am in the Assyrian. Go ahead and take that down. Get on my next ones. The next word is ignorant. The word for ignorant is ba-war. Bawar is how you would write ignorant in the Lashawan. The next word is ill. The word for ill is ma ka la. Machala is how you would write ill. It's not like makala, it's machala. Like you hear the cha, the machala is how you would write ill. The next word is illegal. The word for illegal is balaf ya. Balaf ya. That's a lot. You didn't even know. H telling you that. I was just feeling it. So this is how you would write illegal in the last one. It's called balatya. Go ahead and write it out. first got into when I got into Lashawan, I was like, man, this is like a whole nother science to me. I was like puzzled. But when you got a chart in front of you, it makes things so much easier. It gives you such a better understanding of it. I know at times it looks like you just like, whoa, I don't know what I'm writing. What? The word is ignorant. I mean, the word is ignorant. It is ignorant, I guess. But the word for ignorant is bawar. This is the ba. You see how it's singular? And you see the Y and the R. I mean, the Y and the Ra put together, which makes war. You see, this makes it plural, puts the sounds together. That's how you would write it in the ancient. This is how you would write it in the Assyrian. This is the Ba, and this is the Y and the Ra, which makes Ba-war. The next word is ill. The word for ill is Makhala. This is the Ma. This is the first character of the Ma. This is the Cha. This is the La right here. This is the La, and this is the Ha. Double check. This is the Ha. This is how you would write Makhala. The next word is illegal. The word for illegal is Balathya. Balathya is how you would write illegal. That's how you would say illegal in the Lashawan. Salakia. This is the Ba, see how it's singular? And you see the La and the Ta put together, which make La. And the Ya, see how it's singular? Balathya. That's how you would write it in the ancient. This is the Ba. This is the La. This is the Ta. And this is the Ya. Balath Ya. The word is, it's ignorant the word is ignorant. How you would say it in the Lashawan is Bawar. This is how you would write it in the ancient. This is how you would write it in the Assyrian. The next word is ill. The word for ill is Makhala. Makhala. This is how you would write it in the ancient. This is how you would write Makhala in the Assyrian. The next word is illegal. The word for illegal in the Lashawan is Balathya. This is how you would write Balathya in the ancient. This is how you would write Balathya in the Assyrian. The next word is image/idol. The word for image/idol is taza lam. Taza lam is how you would write image/idol. The next word is imitate. The word for imitate is cha. Cha. Chwa. Kawha. La cha chwa. Chachwa. I'm trying to say some French stuff. The next word is immediately. The word for immediately is Slocky. That's a T. If y'all don't know. Let's check that out. The cop. The cop. That's how you would say immediately. The cop. I'm like, when you want it done, sir? He's like, the cop. Immediately. I'm about to brother come up there and write it out. I see you over there, Rigo. Hey, Shalom. I see you over there doing that work too. I see you studying over there, man. I see you. The water to you guys tuning into the class and the people present. Y'all are appreciated. I got glasses on, squinting my eyes. I know I need some more glasses.
Uh-oh.
Man, the older you get, your eyes start to go out of something. I just got 2020. I don't know what's going on. 2020, I don't got 2020. See how the brothers writing it out? The brothers getting good because people coming to the classes, even frequently in the classes. He getting himself polished right up, man. That could be anybody. Just getting these classes, even if you can't attend the class personally, you can do them online. It's the best thing. You can get right on the laptop, computer, your phone, get a pen and a pad out. You shoot me inbox, let me know you need that chart. I'll send you the chart. You start studying with your chart, start looking up words, or you ask me for some words, and I shoot you some words. You can go ahead and go home and study them, and you can be on your way. But I mean, it's never ending because, you know, this is your heritage. It's going to be a lot of stuff just to keep going into. There is no full cups in Israel.
That's right.
You can learn every day. That's the whole point, man. The Lord humbles us all. Shake that up. Bilberry, never heard of it. Hey, Shalom says, Shalom, Alataba Hashem Yahushua Brakatah. definitely the home of the truth.
That's right.
You don't see nobody else teaching these Lashawan Qadash classes in any of these weird camps. None of that. They teach you a little bit of what they learn from us. You know what I'm saying? This is where you're going to get it from. You want that Lashawan, you want that brotherhood, you want to get you a scripture breakdown, you want that law class, come to the UPK. Best place, the home of the truth.
That's right.
I ain't no other place like it. Believe me, I don't like to see them things on the bottom of them t-shirts.
Right.
It just look crazy to me. I see brothers wearing Jordans with the tassels on the bottom of the shirt. It just reminds me of my grandma's old lamp. You know, our grandma in LA, you know, she had that lamp with the thing around it. It just reminds me of that. I'm like, man, I can't vibe with it.
I used to play with my grandma.
My grandma had plastic on her couch to the day she died, man. Couches is bored. I mean, the couches is 1970 couches. Plastic all around them. You sit on, you better not fall asleep on that thing. You're going to be stuck to that couch. The word is image/idol. The word for image/idol in the Lashawan is tazalam. This is how you write. This is the tazah. This is the la, the ma. Which you see, this is singular, so it makes it a tazah. And then you see the la and the ma put together, which makes lam. This is where you get tazalam. Tazalam. This is how you would write this in the Assyrian. This is the tazah. This is the la, and this is the ma. You see, this is a double character. This is the ending character of the ma. This is when this is used. Use it at the end. If you have the chart in front of you, you will see that this is a double character. And the double character, this is the second character because there's the beginning and the middle character and the ending character. This is the ending character of the ma. That's when it is used. So this is tazalam. The next word is, imitate, Salakia. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got that belly back. I don't know, man. I got to get back on my walk. Okay, the word is imitate. The word for imitate is kakwa. Kakwa. That's how you would say imitate. This is a kwa. This is a ka. It's not a ka. It's a kwa. A ka. You see how I have the ch, the ka. It's not ka. It's ka. I'm going to ka. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm doing it. This is a ka, and this is a kwa, and the ha, which makes kwa. The ka kwa. You see how this is singular, so the sound is ka, and you see the kwa and the ha put together, which makes kwa. This is how you would write this in the Assyrian. This is the ka, this is the kwa, and this is the ha, which makes kwa. Ka kwa. The next word is immediately. The word for immediately is the ka. The ka. Da ka pa. This is how you would write it. This is the da, the ka, and the pa, which makes ka. This is the da, the ka, and the pa, which makes calf. The calf. I don't know what I'm going to say. The qua. The calf. Slakia. This is how you would write this in the Assyrian. This is the da. This is the da. This is the ka. The ka also has a double character. This is the character. This is the first character would be used as a ka. It would be used in the beginning or the middle of the sentence. This is in this case the first one is used in the middle of the sentence. So you would use the first one. If you have the chart in front, you can see this is a double character. So you would use the first one, and this is the pa, the ka, the ka. I'm trying to say it, the ka. That's how you would say. This is how it would be written in the Assyrian. The word for image/idol is tazalam. This is how tazalam is written in the ancient. This is how tazalam is written in the Assyrian. The next word is imitate. Imitate. The word for imitate is kakwa. The word kakwa, this is how it's written. This is how it's written in the ancient. This is This is how it's written. Oh, I'm playing bounce. Just throw it again. Throw it across the room. Okay, this is how it's written in the Assyrian. The next word is immediately. The word for immediately is the kaf. This is how you would write it in the ancient. This is how you would write it in the Assyrian. Oh, I'm just throwing the marker. I don't know what I'm doing. Making myself work. I'll get back on my walking. I've been drinking sodas too much. Okay, the next word. The next word is in. The word for in is ba. The next word is inside. The word for inside is pan na yam ya. Pan na yam ma. Pan na yam ya. Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Pan na yam ya. Is how you would say inside. Pan na yam ya. The next word is inspect. The word for inspect is, in the Lashawan, is bakwar. That's how you would write inspect in the Lashawan. Now the brother come up, he's going to write it out in the ancient and in the Assyrian. Some of these words be tongue twisted. That pan na yam ya. Inside. I want you pan na yam ya. Tell my kids, they're gonna be like, what? Pan na yam ya. Inside. You know, I gotta work on that. No, that's how you work. That's how you. This is why I go through the vocabulary. So if you're writing it down, you can start getting some of these words. Kids be like, "What you do, Daddy? Where you want me at?" Pan na yum ya. They're like, "What is that inside?" Well, if you'll come learn this, you got Lashawan. Get your butt inside. Makwar means to inspect. The word inspect means, Makwar is how you would say inspect. And we know how to inspect things. So you know, Makwar is inspect. See, I got kids, so I inspect it all. You inspect the gadgets, inspecting your room, how you cleaned up. Hey, you remember that show, Inspector Gadget?
Yeah, come on.
I was the only old nigga. Yeah, but you know, you want to take these words home. You want to start using them. You know, eventually learning how to use them. You know, learning how to write in the Lashawan. Learning how to use understanding the singular words. You remember that show too? That's old school. Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yeah.
Man, these cartoons nowadays, I can't get with them. SpongeBob, I'm like, Sam, what? Turn that off. This SpongeBob just said, that dude is crazy. Man, I'm an 80s baby. And that cut. can't follow that. I'm like, I can't even watch cartoons like I used to. I used to come home straight from school. My mom was like, yo, my dad, grab my backpack, grab me a snack, and watch me some cartoons. Yeah, kids, I ain't gonna go jump to their PlayStation. After I watch some cartoons, like, I'm going outside. You go outside. These kids, I'm not going anywhere. You're gonna force your kids. You can't do it no more because so many freakers always out. You can't let your kids out no more. Like, nah, never mind. You can stay in this house and be crazy. My mom was like, boy. And my auntie house, she'll lock you out until a certain time. She ain't finna be running in and out of my house. All right.
I used to run down the street because the street light came on.
Oh yeah.
Got caught up.
I definitely don't want my mama was a big mama. You don't want my mama to come out. She gonna come out, call you all out your name. You gonna be embarrassed. Your friend like, get your butt home. Facts. And nothing like that. Yeah, but it's just learning these this is our heritage, the Lashawan is our heritage, came from our forefathers. So it's a beautiful thing for us to go ahead and bring, study it. We studied the alphabets and all this stuff. I had this dude ask me, what degree you got? Man, I said, look, I just had to tell him, look, nigga, I don't care about no degree for no white man.
That's right.
You don't certify my education.
That's right.
Tell me who you are as a person. Then you let me know. Do you know the Lashawan? No. But I'm not going for that no more. That was a thing in the past. You used to be like, oh, I need a degree for half the stuff people go to school for. They don't even get that job.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's good to get an education, no doubt. No doubt, there's nothing wrong with getting an education, but don't be trying to use it like it makes you one step above me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a couple of these bums that got master's degrees and ain't doing nothing but talking to that curve, So I just say, get in these classes, get edified about who you are. That's the education. That's gonna give you my graduation to the kingdom.
That's right.
The word is in. The word for in is ba. You see the ba, I'm supposed to make it singular. That's the singular right there. That gives it the ba. Yeah, you still gotta put it.
Oh wow.
You see it?
You
still have to put it. It makes it singular. You see, that's the singular plural. I show you how to use. The next word is inside. It's pan na yum ya. What you want to tell them kids? Pan na yum ya. Inside. Okay, this is the pa, then the na put together makes pan. This is the na, this is the ya, and the ma put together, which makes yam, and this is the ya. So pan, this is pan, na, yam, ya. As well for and that's in the ancient. The Assyrian this is the pa, and this is the na. This is the first character of the na. If you have the chart in front of you, you can see this is the first character of the ya. Of the na, Salakia. This is the ya, and this is the first character of the ma. Only because it's not at the end. It has to be at the end to use the last character of the ma. But since it's not at the end and it's in the middle, you use the first character. And this is the ya. So it's pen, na, yam, ya. That's how you would say inside. The next word is inspect. The word for inspect is bakar. The word for this is how you would write. This is the ba, you see how it's singular? And this is the qua and the ra makes quar. Ba, quar. That's how you would write it in the ancient. This is how you would write it in the Assyrian. This is the ba. If you have the chart in front of you, you can see this is the ba, and this is the qua, and this is the ra, which when you put these sounds together, it makes quar. So that's Baquar. That's how you would write it in the Assyrian. So I'm going back through it. The word in is ba. The word for ba, the word for in is ba. This is how you would write this in the ancient. This is how you would write ba in the Assyrian. The next word is inside. The word for inside in the Lashawan is Pen-na-yam-ya. This is how you would write Pen-na-yam-ya in the ancient. This is how you would write Pen-na-yam-ya in the Assyrian. The next word is inspect. The word for inspect in the Lashawan is Baquar. This is how you would write Baquar in the ancient. This is how you would write Baquar in the Assyrian. Man, all the healthy people, the people ain't pregnant or sick, y'all ready for the Day of Atonement tomorrow? Make sure y'all hydrate, y'all eat all y'all food. Sundown tomorrow, I believe it's at 6:35. So y'all make sure y'all hydrate before then, get y'all last meal in and get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a Day of Atonement. We're going to go that whole 24 hours. Man, don't worry about it. It's a piece of cake. Don't be running around here telling everybody you starving. Don't open your refrigerator 100 times, man. You just deal with it. It's a beautiful thing. I remember my first time I did it, I stayed in bed. I didn't even want to get out. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to lay in this bed and die. But I think, and the second time I did it, I was like, oh, it wasn't bad as the first. And then the last time I did it, I helped Cap move. We was moving his furniture. But I'm telling you, right after we got done, we ran, and when the sun went down, we went and got we was talking about it, like, man, brisket sound good. We went and got us some brisket, and we was sipping on it, man. But man, just prepare, man. It's nothing. Just prepare your spirit. It's nothing. You're just suffering for the Lord. The Lord suffered many nights for us, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm just, hey, it's just gonna be another day. But I do be thinking about it, like, man, that Day of Atonement coming up. But I be needing to atone anyway. I'm just snacky. I ain't playing. The next word is interpret. Yep, I'm right. All right. Right. Interpret. Yeah, right. Okay. The word for interpret is parash. Y'all can see that? Sometimes I'll be writing weird. Parash is interpret. The next word is interview. The word for interview is Ra A Ya Wan. Wait, I'm tripping. I'm writing Yan and I'm looking at it. Tripping. Okay. Ra A Ya Wan. Ra A Ya Wan. That's how you would say interview. The next word is intimate. 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 The word for intimate is ma qua ra. Makara. That's how you would write intimate. Makara. Girl, let's get Makara. It's like it. Well, I'm not sure. To be honest with you about just showing up. I'm not sure about just showing up early. I'll let you know, Rigo. I'll let you know. I believe there is a Sabbath service tomorrow. I think it's early. It's probably like 10 o'clock, I believe, or it might be a little earlier. Who holds the Sabbath is Officer Thabawan, so you might want to ask him just to double check. But I believe we are doing something for the Day of Atonement. But for the most part, like I said to you, y'all out there, man, make sure y'all hydrate. Make sure y'all eat right before that time. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's just atoning for your sin. You know, I'm telling the Lord to suffer for us, so you know we can't be running around here. You know, it's a good thing. You know, I'm doing, but don't do that. And I believe you don't chew gum either. You know, don't chew no gum. You're not allowed to chew no gum. You know, I believe you can like brush your teeth, but do not swallow. You already know, don't swallow that. Don't even attempt it. Don't be weak. But I ain't gonna say what. Don't walk around with a funky breath. Go ahead and brush that. You can take a shower. You just can't. You look good. Get dressed. You know, just don't be walking around stressing. Like looking like I'm just gonna die for this one day. I'm not drinking and eating. You know, hey, it's your first one, huh? Yeah, man, you can handle it. Listen, man, this people can do this for years. I'm trying to look like a vet doing it. Like this ain't nothing. Even though your spirit be fighting you, be looking at that refrigerator at that light, like looking like, ooh, wait till it's down. I'm tearing that up. Looking like you got a personal relationship with them chips, like you know, but you know, that's nothing. We can handle it. We definitely gonna be able to handle it. I be thinking about during the Day of Atonement. I be thinking about what I'm gonna eat afterwards. Like, wait till you know what I mean? But I promise you this, and I know, but everybody that's done the Day of Atonement can witness to this. As soon as you like the sundown and you like, oh, I'm gonna go eat this, you drink a little bit of something, and you be full. You be like, dang. But your whole day you've been battling with yourself, like, oh my goodness, I'm hungry. You know, you be telling by the time you eat it, you like, I'm not even that hungry. It's not even that serious. So, you know, that would let you know there be them demons on you, like, boy, tell you something, like, you know what, just take you one sip. Don't nobody know. The Lord knows. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. You want this kingdom, you ain't in here for nothing. Brothers ain't getting all black for nothing. These sisters didn't put on no headscarves for nothing. You know, unless you're pregnant. If you're pregnant, any health conditions, then your kids want to eat, let your kids eat. Don't be mad at them. But don't starve no babies. I just heard Cap talking about that. Some of these fake groups be really doing that. Don't be doing the most. Let your kids eat. You don't eat. That's right. You sacrifice it. When it's their time and they really truly understand, they will understand. But you suffer it out. I'm just trying to get to Monday. That's what I'm thinking. My days be flying anyway. Shoot, sundown come like, oh, no time. I can't eat no more. I'm sure from Gatorade, everything that got some electrolytes in it. Some good water till that time comes. Okay? The word is interpret. The word for interpret is parash. This is the pa, and this is, you see how it's singular? This is the ra and the sha. You see how it's made plural. This is plural. If you see that, this is singular. When you see that under a alphabet, that makes it singular. So you see the pa, and then you see this. It makes it plural. Puts the sounds together. The ra and the sha together, and on the end it's silent sometimes. So it makes it parash. And that's how you do it. That's in the ancient. In the Assyrian, this is the Pa. The Pa is a double character as well. This is the beginning. This is the beginning Pa of the Assyrian. If you have the chart, you can see this is the beginning Pa. This is the Ra and the Sha, which makes Parash. The next word is interview. The word for interview is Ra'ayawan. Ra'ayawan is how you would say interview. This is the, you see how he's saying, this is singular Ra, the A, the Ya, and then you see the Wa and the Na put together makes Wan. So it's Ra'ayawan. And that's in the ancient. In the Assyrian, this is the Ra, this is the A, this is the Ya, this is the Wa, and this is the Na. You see the Na, it's the second character of the Na. You see it's right at the end. Excuse me. This is the second character. This is when the second character of the alphabet is used, right at the end. So it makes Ra'ayawan. The next word is intimate. The word for intimate is Maqwara. This is the Ma. You see how it's singular? This is the Qua. This is the Ra and the Ba, which makes Ra. And that's how you would write Maqwara in the ancient. And in the Assyrian, this is the Ma. This is the beginning character of the Ma. There's two characters. If you have a chart, you'll understand. This is the second character. And if you don't have a chart, let me know. I can send you a chart via messenger. If you're on YouTube, put your email in the chart in the comment board, and I can send it to you. Just remind me. This is Ma, Qua, Ra. That's when you see it, it's Ma, Qua, Ra, Ba, because it would be a ba in there, but since it's at the end, the ba is silent. So it's Maqwara, Maqwara, Salaki. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Ma. Triple. All right. The word for interpret is Parash. This is how you would write Parash in the ancient. This is how you would write Parash in the Assyrian. The word for interview is Ra'ayawan. Ra'ayawan is how you would write interview. Say interview. Ra'ayawan. This is Ra'ayawan in the ancient. This is Ra'ayawan in the Assyrian. The next word is intimate. The word for intimate is Maqwara. This is how you would write Maqwara in the ancient. This is how you would write Maqwara in the Assyrian. Like I said, tomorrow we're getting ready for the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement starts at 6:35, I believe. Make sure you get hydrated, have plenty of water, eat you something good before that time. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you nourish so you can go ahead and get through it. Like I said, don't go acting like you suffering, man. Take this with a smile. Because it's only one day, but it's showing the Lord that you are atoning for the sins. You want to do that for the Lord because He made plenty of sacrifices for us. Yeah, mercy on us. So it's a time that we have to give it back in a day. So the Day of Atonement is it's very spiritual. Believe it or not, it's very spiritual. Take your time, you pray out that day because you're going to be battling many afflictions within your mind, your spirit. Cleanse your spirit and your mind. You know what I mean? Well, your spirit is your mind. And just cleanse it out. Take your time. If you have to slave on that day, some people have to slave on that day. Do what you have to do. Don't be suffering it out, acting like you're dying. It's only one day. But if you're pregnant, you have any health conditions, you're a kid, whatever, don't make them suffer it out, parents. You just do it and you atone for it. But let's say end of the class. I'll be here next Friday. Hey, shalom, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Barakathum to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar, Ilathah Bahashim, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Shalom.